We could take a look. You can only use one word only. Yeah, one word only. So new pieces doesn't work just because of the word count.
Only one.
Sustainability, right? Okay, Sonia. Yeah, let me ask Anastasia.
The committee gives advice on how the sensibility of space can be achieved. International groups such as the Interagency Space Debris Coordination Committee have developed guidelines on space sensibility. Give advice, developed guidance.
Guidelines, right? Guidelines.
Guidelines. Yeah. And space can be achieved, or sensibility of space. Space sensibility.
Yeah, let's just pronounce. Yeah, let's just correct a bit the pronunciation. Sustainability. Sustainability.
Sustainability.
Yeah, sustainability. Like the safety, you know. Okay. Yeah. So in this case, advice is guidelines. Yeah, the committee is. Here we have the committee. So the word is sustainability. Questions? Uh-huh, 33. I see. Here we have, yeah, this is actually fuel. Fuel, unused fuel. So let me ask Sonia.
Those include inactivating satellites. The committee advises that when satellites are no longer active, any unused fuel or pressured material that could cause. In the text, it is those include inactivating satellites at the end of their useful life by venting pressurized materials or leftover fuel. So unused, the same like leftover. So it is fuel.
Right, yeah. Leftover, unused. What about satellites are no longer active?
Unactivating satellites.
Yeah. What about pressurized material? Actually, yeah. It is not paraphrased.
By venting the pressurized.
Okay, yeah. So the answer is fuel. Yeah, just because of the leftover. Leftover, if something is left over, it is left. Yeah, it is not used. It is unused. Questions? Okay, 34. That is correct. The answer is explosions. Yeah, Mikhail?
Sorry. Yes, I think the sentence the same. Those include inactivating satellites at the end of their useful life by venting pressured materials or leftover fuel that might lead to explosions. We discussed pressured materials and fuel, and it could cause the explosion.
Okay, so lead to is the same as?
Lead to, that could cause.
Yep. Okay. And what about I'm just asking you to check the understanding. Take a look. In this case, we have unused fuel, yeah, and pressurized material should be removed. So what's the paraphrasing of the remove?
Yes. International groups also advise lowering satellites deep enough into the atmosphere that they will burn up or disintegrate within 25 years. sorry, they saw that they should pull over all the fuel. Yes, and should be removed, like leftover fuel. Yes, leftover fuel. Как бы
But
скинуть.
leftover fuel is an unused fuel, right? Okay, so just search for, once again, you have to search for unused fuel and pressurized material, and just find the verb that comes like with these collocations. Here we have pressurized materials, right, and leftover fuel. Can you please find the verb? What are we doing with this stuff?
Venting.
Of course, yeah, by venting. So if
but
you
what is venting?
Yeah, like vent.
Вентиляция.
Like remove.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, in this case, it's just because here we have like passive voice. Yeah, should be removed. Yeah, but in this case, we have by venting what? Materials and fuel. Actually, it can be used in figuratively as well. Have you ever heard the expression like vent frustration, anger, worry? When you express, like all the pent up energy, negative energy that is inside of you.
No, I have never.
Yeah, let me take a look. Let me show it to you.
Vent frustration.
Yeah, to express a negative emotion in a forceful and often unfair way. Yeah, like vent your frustration, anger, rage, spleen on someone. Yeah, please don't shout. There is no need to vent your frustration on me. I just need to vent. In Russian, like, может, подушнись, что-то там такое будет. Подушнись немножко. Yeah, something like that. Okay, any questions? Okay, 35.
А может, все-таки еще раз? By venting pressured materials, то есть они... Можно еще раз пояснить смысл? Вот.
Vent, yeah, vent.
Не vent, а вот именно в контексте, вот конец предложения, как перевести? By venting pressured materials.
Избавився или убирая эти материалы и оставшееся топливо, которое может привести к explosions. То есть venting это будет by removing.
То есть сейчас вот это вот пояснение про negative emotions, это еще значение просто.
Да. То есть здесь went, это оно в своем буквальном значении. Это называется literal meaning. Но у каждого практически слова в русском языке, в английском языке есть еще и figurative meaning. Figurative meaning это не буквальное. Это как мы говорим это?
Не прямое.
Переносное.
Да, переносное, точно, переносное, да. But usually, of course, like figurative meaning is related to literal meaning, right? Because if you vent, like for example, vent fuel, remove fuel, yeah? But if you vent your frustration, anger, you remove your negative feelings.
Можно еще уточнение? Если кто-то vent, это не значит, что он через вентиляцию шел?
Нет, это просто тут такая связь, да, есть, допустим, что буквально, допустим, это убирать что-то, да, допустим, вентиляция же что-то там убирает, да, и мы тоже можем наши все негативные эмоции убрать с помощью vent. То есть просто тут такая связь, есть то, что есть буквальное значение vent, как вентилировать, не знаю, убирать, в общем, remove. Но есть еще и EC2 значение express. Like remove all the negative feelings boiling inside of you, like boiling, festering inside of you. Okay. Yeah, 35. Bankrupt, of course. Anastasia?
Me? That become bankrupt are unlikely to prioritize removing their satellites from space. And there, what happens to those that fail or go bankrupt? Go bankrupt, become bankrupt. And from a context, we can see that it means that operators become bankrupt.
What about unlikely to prioritize removing their satellites from space?
1 minute. Operators of the planned large constellations of satellites say they will be responsible stewards in their enterprises in space, but Craig worries that problems could increase despite their best intentions.
I see. Unlikely to prioritize removing their satellites from space, they're probably not going to spend money to remove the satellites from space, right? Like unlikely to prioritize are probably not going to spend money.
I see.
Yeah, and remove the satellites from space actually not paraphrased. To remove the satellites from space, right? And by the way, go bankrupt, become bankrupt. Yeah, these are nice synonyms. Yeah, like go is usually used in collocations. For example, like go gray. Yeah, your hair becomes gray. Like become. Like in this case, go has the meaning of becoming. Turning into. Okay, moving forward to people. 36. Okay, let me check out your answers. Yeah, the answer is C. I totally agree. This is C. So, Vika, can you please read the question first?
Knowing the exact location of space junk would prevent any possible danger.
Do you remember there, like the exact letter of the paragraph?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, it's D. Yeah, found it. It's D. Okay, let's just search for the name.
Wait, C. D.
Yeah, we have Marlon, right? Marlon. So here we have our Marlon, or whatever his name is. And right now you have to search for the paraphrasing of knowing the exact location of space junk. Prevent any possible danger.
Prevent that would eliminate need for many unnecessary preparation for planned. If you know Bradley explains the bright specialized that knowing the exact location of space junk would help. So some scientists are tackling the problem of space junk by trying to find out where all debris into high degree of precision. That would alleviate the need for many of the unnecessary maneuvers that are carried out to avoid potential collisions.
What does he say exactly? Can you just read his, his narration?
He told that we need to find where exactly this debris is to high degree of precision and to avoid potential collision.
Yeah, like if you knew precisely where everything was, you would almost never have a problem, says Marlon. Yeah, like our scientist, right? Okay, so once again, just let's find some couple of paraphrasing for knowing the exact location of space junk.
Exact location. To find out where.
Yeah, like debris, like all the debris is to a high degree of precision. Like high degree of precision, exact.
Precision.
То есть до точности, да, то есть прям до миллиметра мы знаем, где они находятся. Or if you knew precisely where everything was, Yeah, this is like knowing the exact location of space junk. And what about prevent any possible danger?
To avoid potential collisions.
Of course, right. Yeah, like you would almost never have a problem. What kind of problem? Potential collisions. That's it. Okay, thank you. 37, if you don't have any questions. D. Yeah, this is D. Sonia?
Space should be available to everyone and should be preserved for the future. John describes himself as a space environmentalist. I want to make la 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 and to make space a place that is free and useful for generations to come.
Okay, paraphrasing.
Available to everyone, free and useful for generations to come, and preserved to the future, safe to operate. Place that is safe to operate.
Yeah, like should be preserved for the future, like for generations to come.
Yeah.
Okay. 38. Yeah, B. Vika?
A recommendation regarding satellites is widely ignored. B. Where's B? Ignored. Only about how to pay my participant like responsible. Where's B? The internal groups also advise foreign satellites. I didn't see, honestly, where is B, where's D. Can you please scrolling a little bit left?
To the left.
To the left, please.
Yeah, where is the left? Okay, right now, like, you mean like here, like this?
No, and maybe right on the,
Yeah, like in the opposite direction.
The recommendation regarding satellites is widely
ignored. Yeah, is widely ignored.
ignored. Wieldor center groups also advise lowering satellites deep enough into the atmosphere. Satellites despite their best intentions.
Okay, so here we have Holger Craig, yeah, says. Holger Craig. So what does he say, Victoria?
That stewards, that operators of plane say they will be responsible stewards in their enterprises in space. That problems could increase despite their best intention.
That's it actually, and not really relevant to our question. That recommendation regarding satellites is widely ignored. And actually it is the information related to question is actually mentioned before, says Craig.
But so far, only about half of all missions have abided by this 25-year goal.
Yeah, abide by. If you abide by something, you follow it. For example, abide by guidelines. You follow the guidelines. The same is adhere.
I don't know what is it on the abide.
adhere to something usually. Abide by, adhere to. You continue to obey a rule or have a belief. Yeah, like if you adhere to something, you obey it or you follow it, right? Yeah, and like follow, comply with, yeah, abide by, comply with, actually they are all synonyms. Yeah, and abide by, to accept or obey an agreement, decision, or rule. Okay, so abide by, comply with, adhere to, follow. They are all the synonyms. Okay, and that is why, like, if only about half of all emissions have abided by this goal, then this recommendation is widely ignored. Right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, and actually, in this case, their point is highlighted with the verb only. Only about half. Только лишь.
Only about half of emissions.
Yeah, like, то есть только лишь половина примерно, да, следуют этой цели, да, или идут к этой цели. То есть это значит, что данная рекомендация, она вообще ignored, ее игнорируют. Is widely ignored. Потому что только половина ей следует. Окей, 39.
Okay.
Yeah, this is D. This is D. This is, once again, Mariba, or whatever his name is, or her name, don't know. Okay, Sofia Каменщикова.
There is conflicting information about where some satellites are in space.
Do you remember, the paragraph?
Maybe E or not.
F.
Yeah, F. That's F. Okay, that is F. Okay, so Sofia?
So
search for his name.
Jay says that it's almost impossible to tell which is correct unless a certain source of information makes it possible to cross-correlate.
Okay, search for some conflicting information about where some satellites are in space. Conflicting means contradicting, right? They oppose each other. They have different, account of information.
Yeah. The database draws two purple lines. The US and Russian source contain two completely different orbits.
Of course. For the same object, right? Okay, so two completely different orbits for the same object is
completely different.
Yeah, conflicting information. That's it, actually. Conflicting information. And let's discuss the last one, 40. Yeah, A. Anastasia.
Paragraph B. If we go on like this, we will reach a point of no return, says Carol in French.
Well done. Okay, this is paragraph B, right?
B.
No. Yep. This is paragraph B. Once again, please.
If we go on like this, we will reach a point of no return.
Yeah, our lady. Yeah, Caroline. So undo the damage. Like not be able to undo the damage.
We will reach a point of no return.
Of course. Yeah, reach a point of no return. Да, пути назад нет. Reach a point of no return. Okay, that's actually it. Questions? Хороший текст, на самом деле. Такая вот хорошая лексика. Очень интересный.